folks here that have decided to take the extra time to learn some extra challenging music. And so we're going to play this piece that's called American Serenade, and it has 4 movements. And you can see the titles there on your program. The first one is going to be Ode to the Plains and Horses Running, and it's just all about the Wild Wild West and what it was like to kind of live further back in time. These pieces are very challenging, just know that right now. in the treatment of the Native Americans. The stoic pride and the bravery of these noble people who fought to survive the insurgence of a more advanced and technically superior culture is the image that I wanted to depict in this movement. Listen for the Native American drums of war that call angry clouds of defiance to gather threateningly in the skies, promising a storm of unbridled violence in battles yet to come. So this is Gathering Storms. The interesting part about this is that the first two movements are published and open to purchase and everything, but I fell in love with them so much that I contacted the composer and was like, hey, the score says that you also wrote movements 3 and 4, but where are they? You know? And so I contacted him probably 4 times and never heard anything back from him. And then at the beginning of this school year, I contacted him one more time. I was like, one last chance. Hopefully he'll email me back. And he did. And so he was like, oh my gosh, here's the parts. We'll just give them to you. You don't have to purchase them. Just have them, have the kids enjoy them. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So we've been really trying to work hard and make him proud. But this has like no backstory. I had to write out a lot of the parts and transcribe the score for me to see all the parts for it. And so it was just an interesting experience. And a great experience to work with a composer. You just don't see or hear from every day. So, anyways, this is Elegy for Fallen Heroes. Transition to our concert orchestra. But can I just give one more round of applause? These players play on their own most of the time with their own parts, and they're just them by themselves. It's very, very challenging. So one more round of applause. We have our concert orchestra. orchestra. You can see we have packed the house. Our first piece is a tango. The title of the piece literally means treacherous tango. So you're going to get a lot of spice, dance vibes that are really exciting. We're working a lot on different techniques with our upper strings, and then quickly mirror the melody mirrored into the lower strings. And we had a lot of fun with this piece. The main rhythm and kind of backbeat is driven by the violas, which doesn't happen very often. So anyways, we hope you enjoy this opening of the tango. 1912, and it's typically a choral piece for 6 voices. So you're going to hear a lot of different harmonies built within sections. So most of the song, our cello sections are like 3 to the top part, 3 to the bottom part, and so on goes in each section. And that's kind of why I chose this piece, because I want to really challenge their ears, and I want to challenge being able to play into, but also very lyrical and lush. So this is Salvation is Created. Pieces. That is the grade level that we need to be playing at before we go to our contest in April. And that's coming up very quickly. This piece is in 9/8 time signatures. It means that there's 9 beats in the measure. And if you know anything about music at all, most music is written in 4/4 time signatures. Which means there's 4 beats in the measure, the quarter note gets the beat. Okay? So that tells you something completely different about this piece. This piece is called Fire Dance, and the composer literally wrote all of this music for this idea that fire was used for survival. Just point blank. Fire was used for survival, it's used in certain cultures for dances and whatnot, and so this piece just really is kind of a jumble of things, and you're going to hear a lot of different rhythms being passed around. But the driving rhythm is a very 8-note, straightforward melody. And so this piece has really pushed us. And there's some key changes in there, so we hope that you enjoy Fire Dance. So if you are a student who is taking a solo or an ensemble, can you stand up? So maybe all of these students have decided, again, to take an extra step in becoming a better musician. And they decided to hey, I want to work on a solo of my choice, take it to regionals, and if I get a 1 rating at regionals, then I get to go on to state. And that's happening, I believe, March 29th, is what is in your program. But each of the students have to schedule a rehearsal with an accompanist, accompanist being a pianist who also works with them. And they also have to schedule with each other's ensemble members to work towards how can we make this even better still. And it's without a conductor, so it's not with me, them all the time. So it's just really impressive. And we have, I think, the most kids who have ever done it this year. So that's really exciting as well. For those of you who don't have anything to do on March 29th, it'll be out at Barton is the regionals. And it's not just our students, it's students from all around small and big schools in this part of the state. And so that's also really exciting. Our second to last piece is called Fantasia on a 17th century tune. And this piece has really pushed us. This is another choral piece that is helping us work on lyrical playing, but also in the middle you'll hear a completely different tone because the students are going to put on mutes on their strings. What that's going to do is really kind of soften the sound, give it a totally different vibe. And the only folks who don't have a mute on are our basses, wave basses. Okay? So they kind of introduce this theme that will be about halfway through the piece, and all the other students will have their mutes on, and it's going to sound completely awesome. Okay? So this is Fantasia on a 17th century tune. work with such awesome colleagues. I also want to thank all of you. Okay? March is Music in Our Schools Month, and music in our school matters. Okay? If there's anything I can tell you, that's what matters. Believe it or not, your kids tell me a lot of things, but the number one thing that I hear all of the time is that they would not come to school except for my class. So that's really awesome too. And it just shows that like doing all of this, most of these students, I'm not trying to call you all out, but they're not sports kids. Okay? They're not. They need someplace to go. This is where they belong, and I'm happy to have them. I love them dearly, truly. So I'm just really grateful to do this every day, and I couldn't do that without them, and I couldn't do it without you. You listen to them practice all the time. I know it's annoying. I know, okay? For the same measure about 5 times, and you're like, man, what is this? So thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. We could not do it without you. So again, thank you. Also like to thank our custodians who tore this setup down like 3 times today. So just to get other activities in here and practicing in the auditorium. So thank you to them. Thank you to the administration. Just thank you to everybody. We really, really appreciate it. Our last piece is The Barber of Seville. I hope that you recognize it. It's from a comic opera written by Rossini. Okay? I hope you recognize it. We are taking this piece to contest, so we are genuinely really been working it over and over and over again. So I hope that you guys enjoy it. Right after this, we're having a parent meeting for New York City students. If you could help stack chairs and stands, but also come to the meeting, because I think we need to talk about, right? And then everything goes back to the top. Okay? And also, there's some little pamphlets out there about the garage sale that's coming in. If that's something that you're interested in helping with. We would greatly appreciate it, and we can talk more if you have any more questions. But right after this parent meeting, just right in here. Right? But we hope you enjoyed Barbara, so thank you again for coming out tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you.